Welcome everybody to the first audio podcast for Rise of Immortals. I have with me here around our conference table 3 other developers for the game.
I'm Mike Berman, I'm a designer.
I'm Steve Wetherill, I am the producer.
I'm Amanda Flock, I'm the lead designer. Bacon.
My name is Matthew Anderson, I'm the community manager, you can call me Barrick. So we have a community question by Reality. How is Rise of Immortals different compared to other MOBA games?
It's not finished yet.
Oh, that is epic.
So, one of the main differences with Rise of Immortals when compared to other MOBA games, persistence on the champion level. We'll be talking a lot more about that. And we internally have a strong focus on scenario types, primarily on introducing PvE or player versus the environment cooperative mode. They're a little bit more accessible. So what the PvE or cooperative scenarios allow for is it's a way to get the foot in the door.
Unholy Saint asks the question, spotlights. What are we going to talk about for these Immortals? So what are we going to show? And I think one of the really cool things I would like to really do is specific like ability videos, 20, 30 seconds, to show exactly, this is what the power of Ichor is. Here's his wooden cane, and this is how he whips people with it, stuff like that. We want to show that, right?
Absolutely.
When you said wooden cane and whipping people with it, I thought about the old man from Family Guy.
Oh, totally. Totally.
I'm looking for my little children.
So should we talk about what we're going to be doing for matchmaking, though, as far as our plans, though, for Reels?
We should mention something, maybe.
Yes,
briefly.
so...
we can't give away too many secrets.
yeah, so we do currently have matchmaking in the game. So the people that have played in the closed beta, all of those guys are currently using our matchmaking system. There are a couple of enhancements coming, and also there are a few things that are turned off right now because...
they don't work?
No, they work great if you have thousands of players playing concurrently at the same time.
We'll be adding different leagues, essentially, for different skill level players. And how we'll be doing that is we'll be taking the persistent level into account as well as the ELO ranking for each player. Now, the ELO ranking is essentially a numerical value that's assigned to each player based on their performance in previous games. And this value can either increase or decrease depending on they win or lose, how well they do, their KDA, and other factors that come into place.
KDA,
and that's kind of...
What's that?
KDA is the kill-death-assist ratio. So, 10 kills, 2 deaths, 18 assists would be an example.
Another question by community member Banjovi.
It's Banjovi.
Is it question is what's your favorite currently announced Immortal?
I can go over Psychozin again because I did that already.
Yeah, you did that. Yeah. All right.
I would say, Banjovi, that my favorite Immortal would have to be Psychozin. He's a hybrid between a support role and a DPS intelligence caster, so it gives him a lot of utility to get in and out of battles. You can play him in various different play styles. That gives the character a lot of unique varieties. So every time you go into a game, you can be playing him completely different, build him differently, and itemize to the way that you want to play specifically for that game.
Hey, this is Steve. My favorite Immortal is Kairi. She is an agility character, and she has some cool abilities. She has Rush, so she can do sort of sneak ambush attacks. She has the shurikens. And she has some neat combinations of various abilities too.
Hey, Banjovi. So, you like that? Let me start that over again. Hey, Banjovi. So, I think it was a previous video that we did where I said that Nisus was my favorite. I still like Nisus, but it's kind of hard to say what my favorite is, but I am playing a lot of Tatiana right now, and it's not just because of the sexy dance. I think that she's pretty straightforward and she's really fun. I think she actually pairs really well with most of the other Immortals that we have in our present lineup. And she just has yeah, she's a little overpowered. But yeah, she's fun. I like playing Tatiana.
Wait, can we say that?
Can we say what?
I can say that, yes, I acknowledge that Tatiana's a little overpowered. And
She is a little overpowered. Every time I fight against her, I get my arse kicked. Lazarus, my favorite Immortal, and still is my favorite Immortal. I don't know if he's overpowered anymore. We balanced him.
Lazarus he's not overpowered, but he's pretty solid.
Yeah,
he's a good character.
I like him because he has an ability called Inner Strength, allows you to swipe down multiple creeps at one time.
I guess we can describe some themes without naming names.
Naming names, perhaps?
We've unveiled 7 Immortals so far, including Icor, who the beta testing community has not seen yet.
But we'll see soon.
Soon.
No.
Yeah, soon. Very soon.
Okay,
Whatever that means.
so what Mr. Anderson is referring to here is the tree guy, the random tree guy that showed up in the last video that we released. The random tree guy's name is Icor. He is a tree, and he's a guy. No, in all seriousness, Icor in the world of Rise of Immortals, Icor is a very powerful and very angry forest god who has joined the tournament for reasons that we will unveil in the coming weeks when we actually do discuss Icor at length. But I can tell you right now that he is in the strength archetype, and he is a heavy hitter support character. And that being said, I hope you're looking forward to learning a little bit more about our famous tree guy.
What is your favorite immortal? Catherine Zeta-Jones. She dips
We gotta
beneath
get
lasers.
We gotta get it. It's gonna have to be one of
Tiger-blooded
one of the
warlock.
next. Seriously, one of the next Immortals needs to be a big tiger fighter, dude, like tiger ninja type guy.
I think we need to make a tiger-blooded warlock skin for its eye.
Tiger warlock.
Like we'll put like tiger stripes on his skin
Dude, no,
texture,
we
and then we'll just put like a warlock hat
No,
on
we
it
got
that
the
says warlock on it.
We got the nether gist. We take off the glasses, make his hair dark, and put him on the tiger blooded.
Winning.
He blinks his eyes and cures his brain.
Okay, I have another community question by Hunter Rocco. His question is, will there be items that you have to buy in order to be competitive in ranked gameplay? And you have an answer?
Well, you don't have to do anything, but yes, there will be items. These items are called artifacts. The slot types, we actually have a different artifact types, such as talismans, totems, relics. How many slots and what artifact type you have access to is determined by your prestige or your persistent level. So you don't have to buy artifacts, you don't have to equip any, but you're better off if you do.
And just like in other MOBAs, you don't have to equip these other persistent items we shall not name, but you obviously have a greater start advantage by doing so. And it's probably going to be the same in our game in the sense that, yes, we do have these persistent items available that will absolutely help your tactical gameplay as far as your effectiveness, but they will not be a requirement in order to be good in a ranked game. If your skill level, greatly surpasses your enemy, it doesn't matter what persistent items they have equipped. If you're better than them, you probably will defeat your enemy.
That was something actually that a lot of people have been, kind of questioning is, they hear the word persistence and they're like, oh man, this is going to be like some MMORPG.
No, it's not like persistence in a traditional MMO in the sense that you exponentially gain power as you level up. So by having the power curve for each level be closer to one another, we're not really giving a huge advantage to players that have a lot of persistent items that are equipped versus a player that doesn't have any. So the amount of difference between player skill versus itemization will be fairly close and should favor skill. All right, what's the next question?
Skills. What are some cool skills for some of the Immortals that we haven't unveiled yet to the community that, the skills we can talk about, at least?
Well, we have a character who has an aura ability that dramatically increases movement and attack speed. It's actually pretty nasty. It's been very fun in game. Oh, my favorite new ability that we have in game is this ability called Flying Kick, and it's just like you would imagine, and it's glorious.
That's for the Immortal that...
He's a badass monk.
Okay, so we have a
Bamf,
monk
if I may.
in the game.
He's got a badass. Probably.
He's a badass monk.
Yeah.
If you want to pump up your immortal, you need to buy the persistent runes. Now, this is not going to make you bench press more, but it will increase the size of your EP in the meter. So come on,
Awesome.
come on, get some persistent items.
So do you have persistence?
Oh, I have persistence.
Let's wrap it up with a shout out to the community and anybody that you guys you want to say thank you for the awesome feedback that you've received so far from them.
Oh, thank you, big thank you to everybody. It's just been really fantastic and really a great opportunity to have our game actually out in front of our audience, and the feedback is invaluable. I mean, good or bad.
Yeah, definitely. Members like Public Enemy #1.
BB Mola's provided a lot of good feedback and has made some really strong points that we've taken into consideration.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's dozens of guys in the forums that have really helped us out.
Yeah. The other interesting thing is it's kind of interesting having these people come in, seeing the game, and showing us how to play our own game.
Yeah, there's like,
You know?
no, this is not how you do it, and we're the ones designing it.
But seriously, I mean, they outplay us quite often, you know, and they find stuff and shortcuts that we
for
didn't
yourself,
know
sir.
about. Nobody outplays the Ballad.
We'll show them what, you know, we'll do a 5v5 or something. At some point, we just got to coordinate that.
Yeah, we haven't.
We'll show 'em what's
just so you guys in the community know, if you've ever played the devs and beaten them, we haven't played our A team yet.
One more thing, I'm sure almost all of you will be excited to hear this. Surrender option coming soon.
In fact, the beta community will have it by the time they listen to this, right? I think.
Hopefully.
Yeah, because we're on like a little delay on obviously recording these, and then it goes out, and we, you know, release patches every week.
Yeah, as of today, we have the feature internally, so by the time you guys are listening to this, you should have it in your hands.
Thanks everybody for listening. Sign up at riseimmortals.com, as you'll still have a chance to get into the closed beta and see the next 3 Immortals we just unveiled to the beta testers. Visit the forums also to ask your questions about the game. Questions will be answered by the developers on future podcasts just like this one. The Rise of Immortals community can also be found on Facebook at facebook.com/riseofimmortals and Twitter at twitter.com/riseofimmortals, and various other community fan sites, most likely /Rise of Immortals. Till next time, this is Matthew Barrick Anderson, your Rise of Immortals community manager. Thank you for listening to the first official Rise of Immortals audio podcast.